Azerbaijan intends to get observer status as Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Newly appointed U.S. ambassador addresses Azerbaijani people. Azerbaijan to become hub for high-tech with participation at Trans-Eurasian Information Superhighway project.
Armenian armed units attempted to attack the positions of Azerbaijan armed forces on the contact line. The defense ministry said thanks to the vigilance of Azerbaijani soldiers, early detection of enemies approaching and preventive measures, 2 Armenian reconnaissance and sabotage groups which attempted to launch an attack were destroyed. Commander of the Armenian Special Forces Group Officer Tigran Simonian and several soldiers were killed during the sabotage. The opposing side suffered heavy casualties. The Azerbaijan armed forces did not suffer any losses and has full control of the situation along the front line, the defense ministry said. A team of journalists from 45 countries have dug out secret bank accounts of criminals, traffickers, tax dodgers, politicians, and celebrities in a well-known bank, HSBC. The secret documents revealed by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists claim that the global banking giant HSBC pocketed huge cash from doing business with arms dealers who channeled motor bombs to child soldiers in Africa, bagmen for third world dictators, traffickers in blood diamonds, and other international outlaws. The top-secret Swiss banking system, an impregnable fortress, fell down on knees after the leaked files based on the inner workings of HSBC's Swiss private banking arm shed a rare light on the clandestine activity related with accounts holding nearly $120 billion. The head of the Armenian Apostolic Church, Catholicos Garrigan II, has been profiled among the numerous celebrities in the project published by the ICIG. The profile of Garrigan II that appeared in the IGIC website shows him among the HSBC clients in 2000. He was connected to an account named His Holiness Garrigan II Nurses that held as much as $1.1 million in 2006 and 2007. The leaked files do not specify the exact role that Garrigan II had in relation to the account. Garrigan II is called an extortionist by the Armenian diaspora because of his extreme greediness for money. Last year, Armenians from all over the world unanimously protested against the illegal activities of Garrigan II, according to the truthmustbetold.com. Clerics from Yerevan, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Riga, Tallinn, Stockholm, Milan, Geneva, Paris, London, Berlin, Istanbul, and Jerusalem have put their signatures under the complaint letter to get rid of the tyranny of Garrigan II, the truthmustbetold.com said. The Eastern Diocese of the Armenian Church of America in New York allocates huge money to preserve the Armenian heritage, but unwarranted and unexpected visits of Garrigan II put a big spoke to their charity. Since the bank accounts of the Eastern Diocese is on the brink of closure, the Catholics follows the same path with the Armenian government to pillage the Armenian Church of America. Garrigan II demands his $100,000 bestowal from the church whenever he visits the U.S., according to the Eastern Diocese. The Armenian Religious Society in Los Angeles said they are sick of the non-stop begging visits of Garrigan II, whose puppet representatives were building a multi-million church in the city, all while the Armenian schools and other education facilities were grappling with huge debts. Illegal business network has deeply rooted in Armenia, feeding the shadow economy and filthy fortune hunters. Last year, Gagik Makarian, head of the Union of Employers, said the annual level of the black market in Armenia was about $1 billion, and the figure was growing regularly year by year. However, the unofficial sources believe that the shadow economy in the post-Soviet land is enjoying nearly $2 billion annual turnover. The Hill U.S. newspaper published an article entitled "Why Are U.S. Taxpayer Dollars Being Spent on Armenia's Militarization?" by Ceyhun Malazadeh, a member of the U.S. Azerbaijanis Network. The letter is an appeal of the U.S. Azeris Network organization to the ruling circles of the United States with a requirement to reduce the allocation of aid to Armenia identified in the budget prepared by the current U.S. President Barack Obama for year 2016. The letter states that the United States plans to provide pro-Russian and pro-Iranian Armenia with $18.3 million, while pro-Western and independent Azerbaijan, the territory of which is 3 times bigger than Armenia's, is planned to be provided with only $7.9 million. Malazadeh notes that taxpayers' money spent on assistance to Armenia will be wasted. It must be stopped. The U.S. government shouldn't waste taxpayers' money to help an aggressive and hostile Armenia to arm themselves. Armenia should receive as little aid as possible and in general no military help. The letter was sent to U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, U.S. senators and congressmen.
I'm looking forward to arriving in Azerbaijan, newly appointed ambassador of the United States to Azerbaijan, Robert Sikuta said in the video spread by the embassy's Facebook page before his arrival in Baku. Addressing in the Azerbaijani language, the ambassador noted that the US and Azerbaijan established a strong cooperation since Azerbaijan's independence in 1991. He stressed that the US and Azerbaijan share many same goals.
Since Azerbaijan's independence in 1991, our two countries have built a strong partnership and share many of the same goals. Regional security and economic growth, especially youth employment, are two of the top priorities in our relationship. The third is democratic development. All three are key to Azerbaijan's stability and essential aspects of our bilateral ties.
Experts in Baku are also expecting from new ambassador positive and productive cooperation. Asim Molazadeh, member of the Azerbaijani parliament, has said two countries have strong cooperation. However, additional impetus is necessary and more opportunities are to be explored in order to achieve more success.
Azerbaijan has applied for an observer status for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. SCO Secretary General Dmitry Mezentsev made this statement. He was delivering speech at the second meeting of the press club of the organization. Mezentsev said that along with India, Pakistan and Iran, which have already applied for SCO full membership, several countries are trying to get a status of observers and dialogue partners. Just Syria, Belarus, Azerbaijan and Bangladesh applied for an observer status. The SCO and BRICS summits will be held in Ufa on July 8 to 10, 2015. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization is a regional international association. It was established on June 15, 2001 on the basis of the so-called Shanghai Five, including Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, operating since 1996. At present, Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan are SCO member states. An observer status was granted to Mongolia, India, Iran, Pakistan and Afghanistan. Belarus, Sri Lanka and Turkey have a dialogue partner status.
Negotiations relating to the implementation of the Trans-Eurasian Information Superhighway TASIM project have entered into the final stage. Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan, members of the project, are currently finalizing the process of the submarine part of the line, which will connect two shores of the Caspian Sea. Without this, implementation of the whole project won't be realized. Zaur Hasanov, project manager of the TASIM project, said in his interview with Cibc television. Currently, the project is being developed by 5 countries covering from Asia to Europe. It is possible to accept new countries with certain conditions.
But the team already has been formed and all 5 operators decided that the number of players is enough for the project. But purely theoretically, we can discuss the Iranian route, we can discuss the Turkmenistan route. I even can elaborate a bit further and say that the Turkmenistan route actually is the shortest possible route connecting 2 sides of the Caspian Sea. But again, with respect to all our players, there is strict rules which we should all oblige.
It is not only the details of the submarine part that parties are finalizing, but also elements of the principal agreement that due to be signed in coming months. TASIM project, to be implemented by Azerbaijan's initiative, was selected one of the world's 13 global projects. According to the Minister of Communication and High Tech of Azerbaijan, TASIM project was selected as a nominee among 100 infrastructure projects presented at the 6th Global Infrastructure Leadership Forum organized in New York. As time passes, everyone understands the importance of this project.
So wherever we go, to whom we meet, the top first question of the discussion. It's about TASIM. It's about creation of this reliable backbone which is going to connect Europe and Asia, because everyone understands that how it's important for the two big regions. The European countries which want to create their databases, data centers here because of cheap energy prices and because of the seismologically stable region. So all of them see their implementation of their plans through the implementation of the TASIM project. So it has multiple effects. Again, it's not only about economy, it's not only about ICT, but it goes beyond. Everyone understands that it's very timely proposed project which is going to, in many fields, benefit the entire region, the countries of the region.
Known for its rich oil and gas resources, becoming the pioneer of diversification policy, Azerbaijan is now envisaging clear, business-oriented and realistic intention. It is to open Azerbaijan's telecommunication opportunities for the world community and share the experience. TASIM is the shortest possible route, most secure, and all countries involved in the project will get their own benefits.
From that perspective, everyone looks at Azerbaijan as a country with modern thinking, but they see the country which really see beyond the horizon. So in this regard, I think that we managed to bring the case of Azerbaijan and introduce it to the world community. So, but we always were patient, we always were consistent in our policies, and I'm happy that one way or other, we're coming to the very logic end, and we're coming in a high spirit and in a very optimistic mood that we'll be able to make it and finish it.
Taking into account Azerbaijan's long-time strategy and development of the ICT in the country as priority policy, TASIM will be a key element for country's transformation.
We're going to get not only reliable and independent access to the so-called tier 1 network where the internet is generated actually, but also we're going to foster development of many fields of ICT. For example, cloud computing, internet exchange points all over the route, meaning that we will create the knowledge-based economy. So, and we expect that based on our expectation from the ministry in 2020, Azerbaijan developed conception where the ICT part of GDP should double by 2020. TASIM going to be one of the important implicators which is going to affect this target.
TASIM project, that is a major regional initiative aimed at creation of transnational fiber optic backbone targeting primarily the countries of the Eurasia from Western Europe to Eastern Asia. The project envisages building a major new transit route from Frankfurt to Hong Kong. Thus, this route will connect the biggest exchange point in Europe with the biggest exchange point in Asia. The transit route will pass China, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Turkey, the way to Germany. A redundancy northern route passing Russia, Ukraine and Poland is also considered. Balbay Süleymanlı, Rüfət Ələkbərov, CBC.
The State Customs Committee of Azerbaijan and the Consulate General of Azerbaijan in Los Angeles, in partnership with the most prominent drug prevention organization in the U.S., held a well-attended event titled Say No to Drugs in San Francisco. The event featured an art exhibition of cartoons, sculptures, and paintings created by Azerbaijan and foreign artists reflecting the negative impacts of drug abuse on humanity. Titled Azerbaijan American Evening of Art, Music, and Goodwill, the event was attended by elected officials including members of city councils of different Bay Area cities, representatives of the city of San Francisco, consuls general and honorary consuls of various countries, representatives of diverse drug prevention organizations based in San Francisco, and members of the local Azerbaijani community. During the first part of the event, the attendees were treated of some of the best samples of Azerbaijani music performed by outstanding musicians from Azerbaijan. Then the event continued with the exhibition Say No to Drugs, prepared by the State Customs Committee of Azerbaijan. Speaking at the opening of the exhibition, Consul General Nasim Agayev highlighted the tireless efforts by the State Customs Committee, both in Azerbaijan and internationally, to fight against drugs and stressed the importance in this regard of educating the public, especially the younger generation, about the negative repercussions of the drug abuse. The speaker stressed the importance of holding this kind of events in educating the public, especially the younger people, about the impact of drug abuse on individual, family and society. They also commended Azerbaijan's consistent domestic and international efforts in the fight against drugs and in drug education.
Only 4 months remain until the opening of the first ever European Games, which will be held in Baku this summer. Both foreign specialists and local experts are involved in the process. Team spirit, concerted efforts, timely execution of tasks. This is the way how the team of the Baku 2015 Organizing Committee works today, carefully preparing for the international event. The volume of work is more than enough, and the closer to the long-awaited date, the more the volume. High organizational skills and the ability to properly coordinate the actions of a large team is a key to implementation of any task. Corporate Director of the Organizing Committee of the European Games Baku 2015, along with the staff, is anxious and worried about the team's success. There are 18 different departments in the organization, and each has its own area of responsibility, and everyone makes contribution to the common goal. The communication department is a kind of a bridge between management and employees. To timely contact the right people and inform the team about the progress and plans of action is the task of the department manager. The structure of our internal communications is within the media group, and working closely with my counterparts will create pieces of information, as well as the information about the work that comes from other departments, such as sports, business administration, human resources, said internal communications manager Niyar Mirieva.
So the Games in Azerbaijan will be one of the best run from an organisation perspective of any sort of previous championships or even Olympic Games, because there's the best staff running it from an organisational point of view. The awareness throughout Azerbaijan for the Games is really, really strong. What we're wanting to do is increase the awareness across Europe.
The next major sporting events which our country hopes to host in the future loom on the horizon, especially since the experience this time around will be enough. A large-scale organization with ambitious goals and objectives will not only retain the status of the strongest, but also gain a rich legacy of the Olympic experience.